Okay, so guys, hello guys with the name of God Ram Ram. Always start everything with the name of God Ram Ram in your life. Okay, very very important. Make God the center of your life and always respect your mother and father. Now, guys, going to the problem. So you guys know Myntra OA is happening for so many people in May. It's very important for you to practice Myntra OA problems so you know you don't fail in your actual online assessment. You get some good level of practice before that. Myntra loves to ask the problems which are based on greedy, two pointers, dynamic programming, and their mixture. Whatever OA problems they ask, they will be mixture of multiple topics. It will not be a single topic. Okay. So always remember whenever you are trying to crack some online assessment of top tech companies, the first skill you need to have is the English comprehension skills. Okay. Easy. Let's call it as easy. They will never give you a direct question. They will give you a long story, many paragraphs. You have to summarize it in 1 to 2 lines. So if your English comprehension and understanding skills are not good, you are going to fail. You will lose out on time. Next thing, once you have summarized the problem, whatever the problem is, it is almost guaranteed that it will be a new DSA question. This question will not be available in any popular DSA sheet like Love Bubber, Striver, etc. Nor it will be a popular standard DSA questions of the top 500, 200 DSA questions you do on LeetCode GFG. So you need to develop the critical problem solving skills for the new DSA problems that you can easily do by solving many company OA questions and many CP questions. If you do both of them, then it's enough. The other alternative, the easier alternative you can try is completing our structured 850-hour DSA plus OA plus CP course, which I hope you are already doing. Okay. So going through the problem. So it's not looking good here. Let's go through this link. I will be adding this link in the document also, and this document access you are going to get, so don't worry about that. For now, let me add this link here. That's it. So guys, this is the problem. Squirrels food. You are given the position of n squirrels on a number line and k food packets. Feeding these squirrels, each squirrel must eat from the packet nearest to it, such that the sum of the distances traveled by all the squirrels in reaching them is minimum possible. Can you see such a tough problem in front of you? Your task is to find the optimal positions for all the food packets on the number line and return an integer value representing the minimum distance that needs to be traveled by the squirrels. You can place the packets anywhere on the integer points of the number line, including the position of the squirrels. Okay, good. So let's take some example. Let's take some easy example. Okay, like the test case which they have given is already very difficult. Let me take some easier test case for you people. Let's say the we are given n positions. Let's say n is equal to 3. We are given n positions. Okay, let's say 1. This is a number line which is given to us 5, and this is 8. Let's say k equal to 1, guys. These are the squirrels. This is squirrel 1, this is second squirrel, this is third squirrel. Okay, so what I mean to say is that these are the three squirrels which we have. Okay, you have to place the food packet at some coordinate. At which coordinate will you place the food packet? There are many more coordinates which are hidden, like 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Use your brain and tell me. Like, you can personally message me on WhatsApp or you can write in the pro group. At which coordinate should you keep the food? Let's try to keep the food at this coordinate number 2. Let's say I keep the food at the coordinate number 2. If I keep the food at coordinate number 2, what will be the cost? This squirrel S1 is at 1, right? So the cost will be absolute of S1 minus 2, because this squirrel will have to travel from 1 to 2, right? So absolute of S1 minus 2 plus absolute of S2 minus 2 plus, this is really a hard problem, not a joke by the way, absolute of S3 minus 2. So what it is, S1 is 1. 1 minus 2, absolute of 1 minus 2 plus, I'm assuming you understand the absolute meaning. See now, if the food is at 2, this squirrel will take one move to reach it. Another squirrel will take 5 minus 2, 3 moves to reach it. And this squirrel at 8th position will take 8 minus 2. Absolute of 8 minus 2. So it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 6, which is 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 will be the answer. 9 is the total movement all the squirrels have to do to reach the food. If you keep the food at position number 2, we have to see this observation I'm writing here. If you keep the food at position number 2, the cost is coming as 9. So guys, in the question they are asking, where should you keep the food? Where should you keep the food such that the cost is minimum? We know that if you keep the food at 2, the cost will be 9. But is there a better position possible? Yes. Guys, react with emoji in the meeting if you think there is a better position possible for keeping the food. We have only one food currently, k equal to 1. So where should we keep the food? What do you guys think about it? There is a possibility, right? If you have the pro group access, try to write at which position will you keep the food. We can easily keep the food, right? Correct, correct, correct. Great job. Nice. So, guys, if we keep the food at 2, the total displacement of all the squirrels to reach the food is 9. Obviously, squirrels are not mad. They will always try to travel the shortest distance towards the food, okay? So, let's change the theorem. Let's change the possibility and let's try to keep the food at the middle point. Let's try to keep the food at the middle point, okay? So, if you keep the food at 2, the cost is 9. Now, let me keep the food at 5. Let's keep the food at the middle. Let's keep the food at the middle. Now what's gonna happen? Will you sit and cry? No. If you keep the food at the middle, what will happen? Absolute of S1 minus 5 plus absolute of S2 minus 5 plus absolute of all guys have to come at 5. So 1 to 5, it will take 4. 5, the squirrel at 5 is already at 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. 8 to 5 is what? 3. Absolute of just absolute of S3 minus 5. So 4 plus 0 plus 8 to 5 is what? 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Guys, you got a minimum cost. If you keep the food at 5, the cost is 7. You are able to reduce the total displacement of the squirrels if you optimally place your food at position number 5. It gives a minimum cost compared to earlier. So guys, what is the final answer? Final answer is that the food should be kept at 5th position. Food should be kept at coordinate number 5. And the minimum cost of doing that will be 7. So guys, I want you to digest this concept. Okay, look at these diagrams and for next 1 minute, just digest the concept that there were multiple places where you could have kept the food. But keeping the food at position 5 is better than keeping the food at any other position. Why? Because if you keep the food at position number 5, the total displacement of all the squirrels to reach the food, the sum will be minimum. Okay. So take few seconds and digest this thing in your mind. Okay. Which I think you can easily do. Okay. Good. Great job. Nice. Awesome. Great. Now, hopefully you guys understood these things, right? Yeah, in your pro group also you can write these things. Yeah, correct, 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 guys. So guys, if I give you n squirrels and I tell you where to keep the food, guys, can anyone tell me what is the trick? What is the trick to directly calculate where to keep the food? Write the answer in the pro group which is assigned to you. Do you know where should you keep the food? Let's take any random example. Let's say there are so many points here. Let's say this is the x-axis, right? This is x1 point, x2 point, x3, x4, x5. Let's say k equal to 1 is given. These are the squirrels, okay? Squirrel s1, squirrel s2, squirrel s3. Let's assume all the points are sorted. So guys, where will you keep your single food? This is a very standard mathematical theorem, by the way. Where will you keep the food so that all the squirrels, the sum of the displacement is minimum? You will keep the food always in the middle. The middle, or you can say median of all the coordinates. So guys, where should you keep the food? Food you should always keep at this position. If you have only single food, you should keep it at x3. Why? Because if you keep it at x3, this total displacement will be what? X3 minus x2 of this squirrel, this will be 0. Then x1 minus x3, then x4 minus x3, then x5 minus x3. Hopefully you are liking this high quality session going on here. Okay, so guys, this total displacement, the sum of the total displacement will be minimum if you keep the food at the middle. You might be thinking, sir, but what if I keep the food at x4 x5 or somewhere in the middle of x3 x4 like this? That will always give a bigger sum, bigger displacement. Why? This can be mathematically proved, which is there already in one of our 850-hour DSA plus OA plus CP course video. If you go to the median greedy concept video, like these OACP concepts to people generally don't teach in the DSA courses, but we have a separate section for greedy and median where I have explained this thing. So if you don't know this thing, watch that video. I will, after the session, I will link on which video to watch. For now, just remember in your brain that the food should be kept in the middle of all these coordinates to get the minimum, sum. And you can try it with many examples, like take any coordinates, like take this as 5, 8, 13, 100 and 200. Try any number. You will come to know that if you only have one food, you should always keep it at 13 coordinate, because 5, 8, 5, 8, 13, 100, 200. The middle coordinate is 13. Middle coordinate is always the best coordinate to keep a single occurrence of food if you have that. So in your pro group, I will be delighted if you write that it is always optimal to keep the food at the median coordinate or at the middle coordinate. Okay. Write this nice observation in your particular groups. Okay. So yeah, code forces round notifications people are getting, right? Okay, good. Great job. Okay, nice. Let's see what other people were writing. It's always optimal to keep the food at the median coordinate. Okay. So guys, we have solved the problem, right? Now what is left? Guys, we have solved the problem for k equal to 1. Whenever we have to solve these type of problems in OA and CP, first we analyze the question for smaller cases, right? So if there are, let's say, x1 till xn, let's say all these squirrel candidates are given to you. Okay, these squirrel candidates are given to you, and k equal to 1 is given. You know what is the answer? Answer is simple: keep your food at the middle coordinate, and calculate the sum, and that's the minimum cost possible. What will you do for k equal to 2? Now you cannot apply the same concept. What if those people tell you that you have to place two foods, k equal to 2? Let's say k is a bigger value. Now will you sit and cry? No, you will not sit and cry. You will just enjoy your life. Enjoyment is very important. Nothing is more important than enjoyment, right? So let's take the example which they taught. Just a second. Yeah, let's take the example which they taught. Okay. So, guys, in the question, where did the question go? Guys, some people don't have the question link. This is the question link. You can read it. We are now going to see the k equal to 2 case, and then our problem is solved, and then you can go to sleep. Okay. Thank you, Monu, for the reactions. So, guys, see, another case is 2, 3, 5, 12, 19. So, guys, use your brain and tell me what will you do. 2, 3, 5. Okay, so 2 and 3, and then 5 and 12 and 19. 5 and 12 and 19. Where will you keep your two foods? Well, now you will have to create two subarrays, right? Two subarrays. One subarray will be focused on the one food, and second subarray will be focused on the second food. So what they have done here is that they are putting the foods at position 3 and position 14. I hope that those were the only coordinates. So guys, they are doing this trick. See, for this part, they are keeping the food at location number 3. For this part, they are putting the food at location number 3, okay? And for this part, because you have to put two food items, now there are two food items to put, beta, okay? For for this part, they are putting the food at location number 14. Now the cost will be minimum. Can you see that we have to divide the array into two sub-arrays? For this sub-array, you will calculate the distances from this food, assuming that this food is closest to all the coordinates in this part. And we will assume that this food is the closest to all the coordinates in this part. Okay? Only then it can work. Okay? Okay, sir. So let's start the enjoyment. So guys, if you keep the food here, what it will it take? One, right? To for this squirrel zero, like it's at there only, and this two. So one plus two, three total three sum from here. And this squirrel, now there are two options. Either this squirrel can go to this food or this food. Which is a better choice? It will always go to the closest one. That's why, it is like the machine learning algorithm, K clustering. So for each sub-array, we decide one food and we assume that all the elements of that sub-array will go towards that food only. Because that food is the closest food to that. Here 12 will go to 14. So 2, it takes 2 moves, right? 19 will go to 14. It takes 5 moves, right? So 2 plus 5, 7. 7 from here, 3 from here. So guys, 3 plus 7. 10, 10. You guys can see that 10 is the total answer. 10 is the total answer. So guys, write yes sir or something like that in the pro group if you understood that the solution for k equal to 2 is that we will have to divide the array into two sub-arrays, and for each sub-array we will put the food at their middle, and we will try what's the answer. So how can you solve this problem? For k equal to 2, what you can do is you can try all the sub-arrays, right? There are so many sub-arrays. Like, see, I will show you the general algorithm. Let's say x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5. And let's say they are telling you two foods. Like these problems you're not going to find anywhere in standard sheets or standard questions. That's why you need to, work on the problem solving skills with me. So now come here, k equal to 2. One way is that you divide this in the first food center and this in the second food center. Now what will you do? Food 1 you will keep here, and food 2 you will keep at the median coordinate. Like these both are the median, you can keep food 2 somewhere here. Doesn't matter, just chill. You calculate the answer for this case. You calculate the answer for this case, okay? Okay, done. After you have calculated the answer for this case, now let's try another partition. Can you see partition DP will come into play? Now, if you have not watched my partition DP videos, you can search, like in our 850-hour course, it's already there. But on YouTube also, I've uploaded some partition DP videos, like partition DP Cisco OA Kumar ke. You will be finding it. Okay, so if you don't know about partition DP, learn about it because that's what we are going to use here. Okay, and these things have been taught many times. Yeah, we always start everything with the name of God Ram Ram. Okay, so this is one partition. For this partition, you calculated your answer 1. Now you will try another partition. What is another partition? Now you will think that these two elements are the part of the first subarray and this are the part of the second subarray. You will keep the first food in middle of them, and second food you will keep in middle of them. Now you will calculate the cost for this infrastructure. You will calculate the cost. You will deem it as answer 2. Then now you will calculate the cost for another infrastructure is when you keep these three elements in the first subarray. You keep the food 1 here. Like, I hope you understood the solution. And another is you keep the food 2 somewhere here in the middle. For this infrastructure, you will calculate answer 3. Guys, now there are only two more infrastructures possible, right? The structures, another structure is this one. Last structure. You keep the food at the middle somewhere here, food 1. And these are the food 2 here only on x3. Calculate the answer for this as answer of 4. Now, guys, out of all these answers, the minimum of all of them will be the final answer. Minimum of A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. So, guys, everyone react with emojis if they understood the solution for k equal to 2 also, that you have to try all the ways of dividing this array in two sub-arrays. And for all the two sub-arrays, you put the foods in the medians and calculate the costs. You got some idea and hint, right? What's happening? k equal to 1 में क्या कर रहे थे? k equal to 1 में एक ही structure था. k equal to 1 में the array can be divided in one sub-array in only this way. So in k equal to 1, you just take the whole array and put at the median. But in k equal to 2, you can divide in two sub-arrays, right? This guy's median and this guy's median. That's why we are trying all the infrastructures of dividing in two sub-arrays. And once we divide in two sub-arrays, we assign the food at the median and calculate the cost. And all out of those, all the minimum cost is the final answer. So all of you understood this, right? And try to digest this as much as possible, okay? Now let me see in the groups if you people understood. Let's check. Yeah. So you people understood. Okay, going great. Okay, nice. Good. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Ashish Kushwaha, please mention your thoughts in the group. I'm waiting for you. Did you understand the k equal to 1 and k equal to 2 solution? It is very pretty standard and straightforward if you think about it. So guys, everyone write in your groups which algorithm will we use. See, k equal to 1, k equal to 2 done, but what will you do for k equal to 3, 4, 5, 6? It's gonna get big. You will not be able to divide in so many sub-arrays optimally, right? Partition DP. Whenever you have to divide an array into multiple parts, general algorithm is partition DP, okay? Now, these high-level stuff is not taught anywhere else. I am trying to teach you in my best way possible. But if you don't know the prerequisites, watch this Cisco OA videos, okay? So let me जिसको डीपी पार्टीशन डीपी नहीं आता ना, चुपचाप ये वीडियो को देख लेना. उसके बाद जो मैं अभी पढ़ा रहा हूँ वो समझ जाओगे तुम, ठीक है? तो इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग जब देखोगे, जिसको नहीं आता वो पहले वो देखना जो सिस्को का वीडियो भेजा है, उसके बाद ही दूसरा चीज देखना. रिएक्ट विद इमोजीज इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड कि इसके बाद अब जो भी सर पढ़ाएंगे उसके लिए पार्टीशन डीपी एडवांस में आना चाहिए. नहीं आता है तो पहले वो देख लेना, ठीक है? क्लियर? ओके. आई विल ट्राई टू टीच इन सच अ मैनर कि भाई जिसको नहीं आता उसको भी समझ आ जाए, ठीक है? सो नाउ, ओके, ग्रेट, नाइस. Yes, Suchitra here, no worries. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is that now let me, show the observations via document. Like this document also I'm giving to you people. Guys, you can open the solution document, okay, the high level solution document which I've offered in the Google chat. So, guys, the understanding which we have reached till now is that you are given x-axis where n people are standing at all different coordinates. You have to put the cake shops optimally on the x-axis. Each person will move towards the closest cake shop and will reach the shops they like. Please calculate the sum of minimum distance which each person will have to move after you have decided the position of k shops optimally, by the way. So observation for k equal to 1 is that always put the cake shop in the middle of all locations, which is median, okay? If there are n people, put your cake shop at the n by 2 plus 1 position if n is odd, and if n is even, at n by 2 position or n by 2 plus 1 position. Because if there are even elements, then both of the middle are allowed. For k equal to 2, you can iterate all the cake shops, okay? Or divide the array into two sub-arrays. Now, guys, dynamic programming. Love of Kumar Kesar. Love of Kumar Kesar is not a girl, it's dynamic programming. DP, okay? So, we have to use DP here. Unfortunately, the love is not a girl, so we have to love DP now. So, guys, dynamic programming, how to do, what to do. Think about it. Yeah, enjoying a lot, I can see. Mahesh. So DP of I, guys, is what you know now. If you don't know, please do my prerequisite course. See, I know there are some people who don't know any idea about our training and course. तो अगर आप इस कोर्स को करोगे ना, आपका दिमाग एकदम अंदर से स्ट्रांग हो जाएगा. तो अगर आपने नहीं किया है तो इसकी लिंक मैं गूगल चैट में दे रहा हूँ, बाद में कर लेना, ठीक है? जिसने अपने लाइफ में थोड़ा पढ़ाई कम किया वो कर लेना. 80% of DSO ECP things you will be able to crack by doing this course. In this, I have taught DP in 5 videos, best 5 videos of the world. I'm guaranteeing you, full guarantee. Watch it one time in your life. तो चलो मैं अज्यूम करता हूं कि तुमको वो सब आता है. सो dp of I is the best answer to the question till index I. Then we calculate the general formula and run a for loop. Okay, dpn is generally the final answer. Partition dp generally related to the number of ways to partition the array or break an array in some parts and find some min max quantity. We always fix the last part. Okay, so guys, dp of I is best way to put k sticks, means k foods among the first I squirrels, so that each one of them have to travel the minimum distance to reach the closest stick. Output sum for all of them. So dpij is nothing but the best way to put j sticks for the first I people. dpi1 is best way to put one stick for I people. dpi2 is best way to put, two foods for I squirrels, like this. So what I'm trying to say is that आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको एकदम रिलैक्स करना है. लाइफ में ज्यादा स्ट्रेस लीजिए मत, वैसे भी लेके कुछ मिलने वाला है नहीं. So just assume that you are given the coordinates now. Okay, Ram Ram, let's assume you are given some lovely coordinates. Let's assume you are given these coordinates. Okay, this is your array, guys. Array B or array A. Index 1 2 3 4 5. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of dp2 of 1? dp2 of 1 means best answer for the this much part of the array. dp2 का मतलब समझते हो? If you consider the first two elements, what is the best answer of putting one food in that? तो तुम ही दिमाग लगाओ. इधर 2 है, इधर 5 है, तो कहां पर डालोगे फूड? दिमाग लगाओ, भगवान ने दिमाग दिया है आपको. सर फूड डालेंगे मिडल में. 5 और 2 का मिडल क्या होता है? 5+2/2. So 5+2 6 7/2 3. At position 3 you will keep the food, right? And then what will be the cost? 1 year, 2 year. 1 plus 2 3. So dp2 of 1 is 3. dp2 of 1 is 3. This means that if you consider the first two elements, what is the minimum cost to give them one food? You know, what will you do to calculate this? Take the two elements and calculate their median, put the food at middle, calculate the cost. So dp21 is 3. Okay, now let's give a harder question to you people. Your Kumar ke student must be having good brain. Good quality top notch brain is the prerequisite to be in our program. So make sure you have good quality top notch brain. Okay, or else I'll have to force you to study. dp31 का कोई meaning लिख के बताओ. What is the meaning of dp31? dp31 का मतलब है best way to assign one food among first three people. To assign one food among first three people. तो ये तो तुम ऐसे ही कैलकुलेट कर लोगे. 258 कहां पर रखोगे? खाना बीच में रखोगे ना, 5 पे. ठीक है, तो कितना डिस्टेंस आएगा? इसका आएगा 3, इसका आएगा 3, 3 3 6. So dp31 is 6. Like, I hope this concept is in your mind now, guys. Everyone react with love emoji if everyone understands that this 2D dp array का मतलब क्या है. dpi, j means best way to feed the first I people such that j foods were given there optimally. Okay, you understand these things, guys? Everyone react with emojis. This is a very deep concept going on here now. Okay, तो चलो तुम लोग को समझ आ गया. Now guys, I will be asking you the last question. मुझे नहीं पता तुम लोग कर पाओगे कि नहीं कर पाओगे. ठीक है, can anyone give me the direct answer for this one? dp51. I want the meaning also of this, and I also want the answer. Like, what is the meaning of dp5 of 1? I am giving you a hint by my diagram. dp51 means what? Best answer if you consider the whole array. Let's say the array was of size 5, n equal to 5. So this is actually dpn of 1. Best answer to the question if you consider the whole array and try to distribute one food. So you will take 2 5 8 10 100. Find the middle. 8 and 10 both are middle, or you keep at 9 and try to calculate the cost. 9 minus 2 plus 9 minus 5 plus 9 minus 8 plus 10 minus 9 plus 100 minus 9. Done, 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 done. ये है इसका मतलब. देखते हैं तुम लोगों ने ग्रुप्स में अच्छे से लिखा कि नहीं लिखा. Guys, please write in your group if you understood the meaning of DP51. Right? Yes, sir. And also tell me the answer. DP51 का आंसर क्या होगा? DP51 का मतलब ये है बच्चों कि जो 5 हमको एलिमेंट्स दे रखे हैं उनमें अगर एक एक फूड हमको डालना है तो कैसे डालेंगे उसका आंसर बताना है. तो बीच में डालेंगे और सबका डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करके आउटपुट करना है. वही DP51 है. तो क्या डिस्टेंस आएगी जरा सोचो थोड़ा. Like what will be the distance? Can anyone tell me the distance total DP51 का final answer? So seems like 103. Correct, 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 Sachin. Correct, correct. Good, good, good. Great job. So seems like you people understood these things, right? So guys, can anyone write the DP51 answer? I will be opening the Google chat and will be giving you 5 seconds. Can anyone tell me कि DP51 का आंसर क्या आने वाला है? So open the Google chat for 2 seconds. Can anyone write? 3, 2, 1, done. Let's see who writes. So who won the competition? Sachin. Congratulations emojis for Sachin. DP51 is 103. सच बोल रहा है वो, झूठ नहीं बोल रहा है. How? DP51 means what? You consider the first 5 elements. 2, 5, 8, 10, 100. What is the minimum cost to place one food? Place one food in the middle. So this is the middle, right? So 8 minus 2 plus 8 minus 5 plus 8 minus 8 plus 10 minus 8 plus 100 minus 8 is nothing but 103. So DP51 is 103. Good. Now guys, like this I can ask you different questions also, but you should not cry, okay? You should not cry. Can anyone tell me the answer of DP22? DP22, this is the easiest one. DP22 means DP22 means you consider the first two elements 2 and 5. What is the minimum cost to assign two foods? Food 1 and food 2. What is the minimum cost to do that? Guys, I will be opening the Google chat. React with love emoji if you guys think कि तुम लोग इसका आंसर एक झटके में मुझे बता पाओगे. दो एलिमेंट है, दो फूड असाइन करने, तो मिनिमम कॉस्ट क्या होगा? बता पाओगे कि नहीं बता पाओगे? रेडी रहना, ठीक है? 3, 2, 1, राइट इन द गूगल चैट. व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द आंसर? Congratulations, congratulations. You guys have really understood. It means I am successful as a teacher. Thank you. तुम लोग को ये बात समझ में आ चुकी है कि दो ही लोग हैं, दो ही खाना देना है. अरे तो फूड वन असाइन फूड वन ईयर एंड असाइन फूड टू ईयर. So because food one location is this 2 minus 2 0. Food two location is 5 minus 5 0. So guys, like this, I hope you understood the DPIJ meaning. You understood the DPIJ meaning, okay? Okay. So if I give you an array of size n and I give you a k, and if you are able to calculate dpnk, you are done. Always listen to your elders. Always. Now, consider their advice, but then do what is right as per your own analysis. dpnk का मतलब क्या है? Best way to assign k foods to this whole array of size n. अगर तुमने ये कैलकुलेट कर लिया तो तुम्हारा काम बन गया. 35 LPA in your bank account. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन यही तो पूछ रहा था. That given n coordinates assign k foods. तो ऐसे हम करेंगे. हम क्या करेंगे? First we will calculate dpi1, then dpi2, then dpi3, dpi4, dpik. I will go from 1 to n. J will go from 1 to k. So dpnk, this dynamic programming state, necessity is the mother of invention. No matter how difficult the dynamic programming problem, you can always start it with a simple state of dp of I. But then इतना दिमाग तो लग रहा है ना कि भाई इसमें n के साथ k भी दिया है, मतलब और एक स्टेट आना चाहिए ताकि पता चले कि कितने स्टिक्स को फीड कर रहे हैं. So guys, that's it. We need to find the formula of dpij and our job is done. React with love emoji if you understand that you have to find the formula for dpnk. Okay. So guys, let's see how can we logically find this. Okay. So you used to go to your physics classes And your sir used to say that infinitesimally large rod we are considering, and we are considering the small part dx. We'll try to solve for this and integrate. Same thing we will do here. Let's assume we have a large array like this. We have an index I. We have an index I. I want to calculate dpi phi. dpi phi. The best way to place 5 foods in the first I elements. So guys, partition dp algorithm means always fix the last part. Always fix the last part because the earlier parts have already been solved. React with love emoji if you know that you just have to focus on the last part. In partition dp, which I have taught very recently. Okay, good, great job. So now, what is one possible way? You have to divide this array in 5 parts. You know that now. You have to divide this array in 5 parts. Each of the 5 parts will be given 5 foods. So guys, what is the way to divide the last part? The last part can be of a single element also. Now let's say this is only the fifth part. This is the fifth part. What is the cost of giving food to this part? I am saying that this is the fifth part. Let's say this is the fourth part, and like this, third, second, first part. But the last part I am fixing as the last element only. So to one element you can give the food at the same location. It will take 0 rupees to do so. So one possible answer is whatever is the best answer till index I minus 1, one index before that. Whatever is the best answer till index I minus 1, such that all the things till I minus 1 can be divided optimally in 4 parts, 4 foods, plus 0. Everyone write yes sir in the Google chat and write it in the pro group also that dpi phi equal to dpi minus 1 4 plus 0. इसका मतलब क्या है कि भाई तुमको जानना था कि फॉर द फर्स्ट आई एलिमेंट्स व्हाट इज द बेस्ट वे टू डिवाइड देम इन 5 पार्ट्स. तुमने बोला कि एक काम करते हैं, लास्ट के एलिमेंट को लास्ट के पार्ट में डाल देते, तो आंसर क्या आएगा? तो आंसर वही आएगा कि आई माइनस 1 एलिमेंट्स को 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करने का जो बेस्ट आंसर था प्लस 0. 0 क्यों? ये लास्ट एलिमेंट को लास्ट पार्ट में डाला है ना, तो इसको फूड कैसे असाइन करोगे? इसको फूड इसके ही लोकेशन पे दे देना, तो 0 कॉस्ट लगेगा. सो डीपीआई फाइव इज डीपीआई माइनस 1 4 0. ओके, dp I phi is dp I minus 1 comma 4 plus 0. This is one possibility. There is another possibility also. Let's discuss it, baby. Let's discuss it. What is the another possibility? You can put the last 2 elements also in the fifth part. Now we have tried to put only one part in the fifth, only one element in the fifth part. Let's try to put last 2 elements in the fifth part. Okay. So let me try to use the eraser. So listen to me. This is the ith element. This is the I minus 1 element. Okay. Guys, what if this is my fifth part? This is my fifth part. And all the things till I minus 2, all the things till I minus 2, all the things till I minus 2, you are dividing those things in 4 parts. So what will be the answer? dpi minus 2, because whatever, all the elements till I minus 2 you divided in 4 parts. Best way you know. Plus, what is the best way for I? What is the best way to satisfy 2 elements I minus 1 comma I? You will take their median, you will put the element there and you will calculate the cost. Let's say this cost comes as C1. So the answer will be dpi minus 2 4 plus C1. dp I minus 2, the best way to divide I minus 2 into 4 parts plus The cost C1 is nothing but the cost to handle, the cost to assign food to the last two elements I minus 1 and I. You have to assign one food. You know how to assign one food. In the middle of that you will just give, man. You are intelligent, don't worry about that. Everyone react with love emojis if they have understood these two possibilities. एक possibility क्या था? We have to divide the I elements in first five parts. So one possibility is that only last element is in the last part. This is that possibility when only last element is in the last part. When ith element is in the last part. This is the possibility where I minus 1 and I both are in the last part. Now guys, like this, all the possibilities. Now last three elements in the last part. Then last four elements in the last part. Then last five elements in the last part. Like this. You will try all the possibilities. Minimum of all of them will be the answer for the DPI5. And this is the formula. The problem is solved. Congratulations. With you one more time, I will like to discuss the answer if you consider last three elements in the last parts. Okay. Guys, this we need to save somewhere. So let me write it somewhere, right? Like when we are doing analysis. Uh, yeah, like okay, Ram Ram. What is another way, guys? Now only 2 minutes discussion is left, so you can just chillax and enjoy, and then we'll go to the implementation and all. Infinitely long array I. Uh, you know that DPI5. The best way to divide this much, these many elements in five parts. There are first possibility is dpi minus 1 comma 4 plus 0. Another possibility is dpi minus 2 comma 4 plus 7. third possibility third possibility is that you take these three elements, put these three elements in the fifth part, and rest of how many elements are left then? Rest of the elements left are I minus 1, I minus 3. These I minus 3 elements you need to divide in four parts. So that is nothing but dpi minus 3 comma 4 plus what is the best cost. Like you have I minus 2 comma I minus 1 comma I. What is the best way to, there will be some numbers written here like y1, like z1, z2, z3, something like that. What is the best way to satisfy these three sorted numbers? Keep the fifth part, one food you have to assign here, right? One food you will give at the middle guy. Calculate the cost. Let's say this is C2. So guys, like this, many possibilities will be there. You will take minimum of all of them. And that will be DPI5. That's the formula for DPIJ. For any, currently J was 5. For any J, you can do it. Done, 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 done. Okay. So guys, you can see that DPIJ fix the last part, separate the last guy and the first I minus 1 guys. This is one possible answer. You separate the last two guys and the first I minus 2 guys. That is I minus 2, J minus 1, C1, C2. You can see minimum of all possibilities is the answer. So DPNK is the final answer. Time complexity is also gonna be n square into k. Yes, it's gonna be n square into k. And why is it sufficient? Because uh, n is 100. 100 into 100 into 100 is what, guys? Time complexity is n square into k. One for loop will be going for I from 1 to n. Another for loop will be going for j from 1 to k. But for calculating dpij, again there will be n possibilities now in the worst case. So one more for loop. So n square k and n k both are 100. So it will be 100 square into 100, 100 cube, which is 10 raised to 6. Which solves the whole freaking problem. React with love emoji if you understood and you really enjoyed all this. Love emoji, ready? Yeah, always enjoy life and try to go into depth of each concept. Now let's check the implementation. Like if I go to the C++, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गाइज ये बात याद रखना कि ये C1, C2, C3 को ना बहुत स्मार्टली कैलकुलेट किया जा सकता है. सो वी विल प्री कंप्यूट द वैल्यूज. मतलब मैं क्या कह रहा हूं ना कि ये एल्गोरिथम करने के पहले ही यू प्री कंप्यूट फॉर ऑल द सब एरेज I2J. फॉर ऑल द सब एरेज इन दिस वर्ल्ड I2J पहले ही कैलकुलेट कर लेना व्हाट इज द बेस्ट वे टू कीप वन फूड देयर. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. आई से जे को ट्रेवल करो आराम से और देखो कि इसका मिडल एलिमेंट कौन था, सबसे सब्ट्रैक्ट करके निकाल दो. Everyone react with love emoji if they understand that you can use a pre-calculate array I to j which can tell you immediately what is the minimum cost to assign one food in the middle of I to j. ये पहले ही कैलकुलेट करके रखो ना ताकि बाद में मेहनत ना करना पड़े जब इसका आंसर O of 1 में मिल जाएगा. फिर get its answer in O of 1 and it will be very very helpful for you. Clear? So let's go to the implementation. You can see very smartly I've done this trick. I took the elements, I sorted them in C++. Then guys, I'm pre-calculating for all the parts I to j. D of I1 J1 explains the best answer for I1 to J1 if you keep one food in the middle. If you keep one cake, let's call it cake. Cake पढ़ के मजा आता होगा. Now guys, you know dpij, you can see I going from 1 to n. Okay. Then we have our j also. Let's go below. Okay, this was some okay, so I don't know why you calculated to for okay for all odd length sub array. Then for even length sub, yes guys, this is my logic. You can use any logic, but dpij important hai. Put j cakes in the first I squirrel. So you will try all the last parts, right? Last part is from j1 to I. So if the last part is j1 to I, you need to know the best way to give one food from j1 to I plus best till the previous index and distribute j minus one food there. So done. Final answer will be DPNK. Done. Correct guys, understood. Everyone react with emojis. Done. Then Java also, let's check. Like the people are there interested in Java. Some people don't have this document, right? So before the session ends, let me give you these documents to you people. Just a second, wait guys. इसको यूज करो, इसको अच्छे से पढ़ लो. एंड ये प्री रिक्विजिट कोर्स भी है, इसको भी अच्छे से कर लो. इट विल रियली हेल्प यू लॉट, नॉट लाइंग टू यू. इसको भी ले लो. Guys, let's check the Java code. The people who are interested in Java. So guys, Java, the same thing is done. The for loop, if else, everything is same. Like there is nothing different. Only the array and the basic syntax system dot out dot println is different. Okay. You can see that D was calculated, but mainly the thing is this DP stuff. Okay. If you know this DP stuff, then pre-calculating this is not a big deal. Okay. Now let's go to Python. Some people like Python also. So let's do the formality of Python codes also. You know, some people only like Python. So what can we do? So Python people, listen, come here, see what is happening. First, you will pre-calculate for all the subarrays what is the best minimum cost to put one food in that subarray. I have used a different trick. First, I have calculated for all odd length subarrays, then even length subarrays. You can do whatever the heck you want. Don't worry. That is common sense. If you are attending this session, you should know those things. This is not for beginners, by the way. Now, DPI1, DPIJ, same thing is happening. So hopefully all of you understood everything. Okay. So now we can, stop this session with the name of God, Ram Ram. Okay, Ram Ram, guys.